What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are coming here for the first time, welcome to the family. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the books that I got from a recent trip to the Big Bad Wolf Book Fair. This year, 2020, the book fair is being held at the World Trade Center in Pasay. So the fair opened on Feb 13, but this was only for those with the VIP passes. So it officially opened on Feb 14, Valentine's Day, and it runs all the way until Feb 24, 2020. And what's great about it is it's open 24 hours. Yes, you heard that right, it's open 24 hours. Another thing that I liked about this book fair was they took extra measures in ensuring the public safety because of the whole coronavirus that's been going around. So to keep everyone safe, they would do a thermometer check upon entering for both employees and the public. They also encourage those people who are coming to the fair to wear masks, as well as the employees and security there. They were also wearing masks as well. They also had sanitizers or sanitation stations around the venue where you could spray your hands and keep yourself clean and sanitized. So that's a big plus. Let me tell you guys, the book fair has discounted prices, and when I mean discounted, it's like 50 to 90% off. 90% off. Yes, that's right. You heard me right, 90% off. Another thing I liked about it was their customer service. They had great customer service, so that's a plus point. So if there's a book that you were looking for and you wanted to check if they were still on the tables, you could go straight to the customer service and they could help you locate the area where the books are. Yeah, they're very nice. And if you weren't able to purchase a book from last year, you might find it this year. Cashier wise, the lines, there were barely any when I went, because I went at around 9, so that's another plus. And another thing, yeah, they have this daily contest where people who went to the fair or purchased books from the fair could upload their hauls. That way the organizers are able to pick a few of the winners for the daily posts, and then they get awarded a 700 peso voucher for your use during the fair. So that's another plus point. Another would be, oh yeah, the grand prize. So if I read the mechanics right, for the grand prize, this happens after the whole fair or the day before the fair. That's when they pick their winners. The winner will be able to go around the fair for an hour and pick as many books as he or she can find or fit into the cart, and it's hers or his. So the book fair has been open to the public since, if I'm not mistaken, 2018. But I was only able to go to the one last year, And the one last year, I was still pregnant with Sky, and we went at around 2 a.m. like spur of the moment. It was such an adventure for my eldest because he's usually in bed by that time, but I don't know, it was just like a pregnancy urge, I think. But yeah, anyway, I managed to get like around 10 books or less than 10 books. Mostly graphic novels or comics for Kale, and then I got a few board books for the baby, as well as cookbooks, and I think 2 coffee table books. So yeah, good buys. This year, I'd like to share with you some of the books that I got from the Big Bad Wolf sale. So mostly kids books or children's books and reference books. So if you're a book lover, or if you just want to see all of the books that I was able to get at the fair, please keep on watching. So from the fair, I got 2 big bags of books. Let me just share with you some of the books that I got at this year's Big Bad Wolf book fair. So for the first book, it is a coloring book for Kale, because he's really into the arts or coloring. So I got this book for him, which is the Star Wars coloring book. So pages and pages of just coloring. So last year, I wasn't able to grab a copy because they sold out. So I was happy to get a copy of this book this year. Next, I got this more of like infographic novel or infographic book on Star Wars. And it says it has everything you need to know about Star Wars and the franchise with these cute illustrations. So there you have it. So basically those were Kale's books, and then moving on, I got Skylar this cute board book of colors. This is the My Book of Colors by Britta Teckentrup. Oh, she's one of the popular authors in the children's section this year and last year because of her beautiful illustrations in her books, as well as like she has a signature like cutout or die cut, I think that's what you call it, in her books. But anyway, I love her books, and they are very colorful. So you can see so yeah, the illustrations are really nice. This is great. These books are another great addition to our growing library, especially for the boys. Also, I'd really love for them to, you know, get into reading and books and everything, because books are fun. Hopefully they love books as much as I do. Next up, I got this Lift the Flap Nature, The Hidden World of the Ocean. This is by Libby Walden and Stephanie Coleman. So this is a lift the flap kind of book. So I'll show you an example. So they talk about the giants of the sea, and then when you open the flap, this is what they look like. So very informative, which is great. The boys are gonna love this. I also got this book. So it's called The Earth Book. This one is by Jonathan Litton. So this book has everything you need to know about the Earth at a glance. Earthquakes, volcanoes, the weather, life on Earth, dinosaurs, and basically how the Earth came to be. So this is a good read, good reference book for the kids. Another book that I got was The Secrets of the Sea. So this is like a book about the hidden world of sea creatures. So this one is illustrated by Eleanor Taylor. So again, most of the books that I got have really lovely illustrations, and that's what pretty much drew me into getting those books for the kids. So basically they talk about the different species there are in the sea, and again, really good graphics or illustrations. Next up, I got this human anatomy book. It's basically how the body works and everything to do with the body, so it's a good reference. Also, this book is by Nicolette Edwards. Basically talks about the human anatomy, so everything you need to know about hair, digestive system, respiratory system, etc. So another great read and another great reference for the kids. Also, if I didn't mention it earlier, entrance is free and it's open 24 hours. You also have to bring, or you might want to bring your own eco bag. Better if you can bring your own luggage or trolley bag or trolley cart if you can, because for sure you won't be just getting one book. Oh yeah, they accept credit card, debit card, and PayMaya. Yeah, they have a great selection of books, so everything from graphic novels, children's books like board books, activity books, architecture, self-help, cooking, crafts. What else did I see there? They also have this one lane full of all of their best sellers, so if you want to check that out first, just skim through the titles and then make your way towards wherever you want to or need to go. This year's fair was fairly smaller than last year's, although book selection still pretty much good. It's pretty much good. They still have old titles from last year, so if you weren't able to pick up those books from last year, and you might be able to find them again this year. Same with I think 2 of the books that I have in this haul I saw last year, but they were sold out, so I was very happy to be able to get those books. I'll show you which books I mean. So these were the 2 books I was telling you about that I saw last year but wasn't able to get. And this year, we're very happy to have this in our selection, in our book selection, so yay! Okay, next is this 100% full-size animals. So this one is by Isabel Grott. Text is by Rita Schiavo. What I liked about this, again, is the illustrations and the information that you have in these books. So they're huge. Animals' teeth. So yeah, these are great children's reference books. Next from the haul, I got this book. This one is When the Stars Come Out. So basically, what makes this book really interesting or really unique is it's about everything that happens in the world, but at night. So yeah, you have the history of the night, you have like the sky, the moon, animals, basically the earth at night. So again, I really love the illustration. Kale started sifting through this the other night and he really liked these. So this book was actually a sample, like it had the orange sticker on the bottom, but because I couldn't find the stack where the books were located, I just opted to buy the sample. And besides, it's still in pretty great condition. It's not tattered, the spine is still intact. It almost looks brand new, so I opted for that. Now on to the children's books. So I was lucky enough to chance upon some really good titles and really good books. Again, with really nice illustrations, and yeah, this will go into Skylar's mini library. So I got The Tree. This is from Titalia. It's a hardbound book. They also have this in a paperback, which is I think less than 50 pesos. So if I were you, just grab the hardbound book. She always has this cutout in her books. Cutout, or like, what do you call this? So it's a die cut. It's got an owl in the middle. And then you see the owl throughout the whole book. So this is a story. Basically, it's about the seasons. That's The Tree. I also got this book. This one is called Together by Isabel Otter. So again, really beautiful illustration. Next one I got is The Moon. This one is also by Titalia. Again, with the die cut or cutout feature. So you've got the moon there. Basically talks about nighttime around the world. I also grabbed this book called Above and Below. This one is by Hanako Klulo. She also has another book that I'm also eyeing, and hopefully I get to go back to the fair before it closes. But she also has this book called The River that I want to get as well. So this is called Above and Below, and it's basically talking about nature. So you have pages like this, like in the rainforest, and then you turn the flap, or you flip the flap, and you see more illustrations. You have the river, you have North Pole. So in the river, you flip the bottom half, and you get to see what's in the river. And then last but not least, I got this book called Where in the Wild. So this one is by Johnny Lambert. Again with the cutout. I think that's a thing in my book selection this year, but anyway, still a great find. I still have a couple of books that I want to check out before the sale ends. Hopefully I can go back and grab those if they are still available. Oh yeah, speaking of still available, the great thing too about this fair, for the duration of their fair, they restock their books. Yes, you heard that right. They restock their books. So if perhaps like the first run of the first few days, like first 4 days of the fair, and the books that you're eyeing ran out, they could possibly come back after they restock before the end of the fair. So yeah, keep that in mind. So yeah, this is Where in the Wild. It talks mostly about the wildlife. So again, with the really beautiful illustrations. These are just like really nice storybooks to tell or share with Sky and Kale. So guys, that is it for my haul, my book haul from this year's Big Bad Wolf. Let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite, and if you have any other suggestions perhaps for more children's books or reference books or board books or self-help books. I would love to hear from you guys, or maybe even cookbooks. Your opinions and suggestions are highly appreciated. So yeah, if you guys like this video, give this a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and click the notification bell down below, or well, beside the subscribe button, so that you guys get notified every time I upload a video. So I'll see you guys in my next video.